Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then hi, my name is Erica, and today I wanted to talk about a community post that the Dad Challenge podcast posted. Now I know I'm a bit late with this video. It's final season, so I have a lot of stuff to do. Sorry, it's the first 30 seconds I can't curse, but I have so much to do and it's just a lot. So that's why my videos have been more sporadic, but once the semester ends and after my sister's wedding, I should be able to get back on a normal schedule, hopefully. So yeah. But if you didn't see, and I'll try to put up a screenshot somewhere, but the Dad Challenge podcast posted like a screenshot of an article that said calling men bald is sexual harassment. Some court ruled or whatever. So Josh posted that and was like, see, if you call me bald, you're sexually harassing me. So now are my haters gonna continue to do that? First of all, Josh, just because somebody criticizes you does not mean they hate you or they're a hater or they're just trying to get you at every chance they can. Second of all, sexual harassment is not a joke. Anybody who has been sexually harassed in their workplace, at their school, anywhere can tell you it's not a freaking joke. It's really difficult, especially for certain people and for a lot of women. Of course, people of all genders struggle with this, but I mean, women are often dismissed and told to just suck it up. So sexual harassment is a big deal, and it contributes to a toxic work environment. Now, I know Josh is very sensitive to people making fun of his looks, and as you know, I do not condone making fun of people's looks, even someone like Josh, who is constantly making fun of everybody else's looks, because that is stooping down to his level, and I don't believe in that. Because if I'm going to sit here and say Josh shouldn't mock people's looks, and then I'm sitting over here mocking his looks, I'm kind of a hypocrite. Even if he's not a good person, it doesn't really matter if he's a good person or not, because looks have nothing to do with that. So I would much rather criticize somebody's actions, somebody's words, even beliefs sometimes. But anyway, I'm sure there are instances where people who are bald have been harassed for being bald. I don't know if I would call that sexual harassment, but I'm sure people get teased for it, bullied for it. But Josh is saying this. Meanwhile, he has multiple videos on his channel where he's talking about women's boobs. He has one video where he's even circling women's boobs and like speculating on whether they're natural or not.
Boobs everywhere. There's boobs everywhere. Okay. Okay. Who is this? I love this drawing circle thing. Now, I have asked Aaron who this person is because I was like, are those real? And Aaron said, they are real. They've been reduced. And I was like, okay, next. So, okay, let's take a look quick here. We know that these are real. That's great. But here, are those teeth real? Did she pull off a crazy pieces? We all know the eyelashes are definitely not real. 100%. If her ears are real, then we'll see. Okay, let's move on. Boobs everywhere. Boobs everywhere. Okay. We know that these are real. That's great. But here are those teeth real? Did she pull off a crazy piece?
Which is basically, are they implants or is this just her body? It's none of your freaking business, Josh. That's what it is. It doesn't affect you if a woman got implants, just like it doesn't affect me if Josh gets plastic surgery. But anyway, I just wanted to say that it's not okay, Josh, to make a joke out of sexual harassment, but also then, while you're at it, saying that your haters or your critics, which is, I think, a lot more fitting, is critics, while you're at saying your critics are sexually harassing you by stating the fact that you're bald, why don't you then take your own advice? Stop objectifying women, talking about their boobs, talking about how vaginas smell, you weirdo. Who does that? If my father was on the internet and he had videos, blog posts, whatever, where he was talking about how vaginas smell and people's boobs and whether they're natural or not, I would have a fit. We would have some big issues there. I mean, my dad would not do that. But I seriously, I feel bad for Josh's daughter. Well, all of his kids really, because they all have to deal with their father tarnishing their name by acting like a fool on the internet. But I especially feel bad for his daughter, because she's gonna grow up with all of this pressure on her to be this perfect woman, not get plastic surgery. Oh, don't be too vain, but you still have to wear makeup. If not, you're letting yourself go. But it doesn't make me mad at all. Me? Annoyed? Never. I'm being sarcastic. But my point is, this is a man who actually does sexually harass people on the internet, but here he is making a joke about it, being like, oh yeah, I'm being made fun of for being bald. And I'm sure that might be a sensitive topic to him, and if it is, I'm sorry that people have exacerbated that. But at the same time, if he doesn't want people to do that to him, I'm coughing. I'm not sick. It's allergies. But if he does not want other people to point out flaws in his appearance, which again, I'm not condoning people picking apart other people's appearances, don't get me wrong here, but he needs to also stop doing that himself. And that would be like me coming on here being upset because people are ableist towards me, but then I'm ableist towards other people. Like, you can't have like rules for thee, but not for me. And also, I find it telling that Josh makes a joke out of a serious topic like sexual harassment that tends to predominantly, and again I'm saying predominantly here, I want to make it clear it's not just women affected by this issue, but the issue is really affects women, because women are typically objectified. But this is an issue that a lot of women face, and Josh is making a joke about it and making it about him. I find that very telling of his character. He likes to pretend to be an ally to women and be like, oh, I just tear these women down to make other women feel good about themselves. We don't need that. I do not need a man tearing down another woman so I can feel better about myself. I've never sat back and thought, oh, I wish there were more men in the world who would just make fun of women and tear women down. Because then, you know what? I would feel so much better about myself. If you are that type of person, you're an asshole. I'm just gonna say it. If having other people torn down makes you feel good about yourself, you're kind of a dick. So maybe you should try and figure that out. Who all of the women that revel in Josh tearing down other women, and I do get it. A lot of them do exploit their children. But what does that have to do with their boobs? What does that have to do with their hair? What does that have to do with just fam wearing yellow as a redhead, as an unnatural redhead? Yes, I do dye my hair. I love to wear yellow. I wear yellow constantly, and you know what? I can't hear Josh's judgment over all of this. Yellow! I'm in a mood today. So yeah, that's about all I had to say today. Please let me know what you think down below. If you think that Josh was making a joke, or maybe he was being serious. I can never tell with him. Anyway, I just coughed again. I'm okay. If you liked this, or if you found it interesting, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you have not already and you'd like to see more of my content, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye.